is Ramon and the channel is Alpha 4, and I made a video recently about supplements, and I'd like to expand on that. See, the truth is that the supplement companies are very unregulated. These are not medicines, these are supplements. So there's no way to be sure about what's actually in the supplement you're buying, so you just kind of have to hope and trust the company that you're with. The supplements that I buy are by companies that I trust. But the only way to truly know what's in your supplement is to do a chemical test to see what's in the ingredients. And I don't have a science lab to do medical testing to find that out. What I like to do is go with names that I trust. So let me go over some of the supplements that I have taken. And I gotta be careful not to show the prescription. All right, so this is Visiva. This is a Super Omega 3. This was prescribed to me, but soon I'm going to a over-the-counter version. I haven't figured out which brand I'm going to go with or how strong I want it to be. But this is basically to flush out all the bad fats, all the triglycerides and all that in your system, as far as they explained it to me. This is alpha lymphoic acid, which is supposed to help people with diabetic nerve damage. Again, it's a supplement. In Germany, it's actually a medication, but here, it's not listed as such. For a little bit, I was taking calcium, but I found alternative sources of calcium eventually, and I don't need this anymore because I have enough calcium in my diet. Potassium I am currently taking, and I am still looking for alternative natural sources, meaning foods, but until I do, I got these little potassium pills. Then let's talk about multivitamins. So two that I like are One A Day and Centrium. I did a side-by-side comparison, and Centrium is really more what I actually need, but I really do like the One A Day brand, so I'll switch off between the two. That's my cat. Hold on. He wanted the window open. Okay, so I will switch off between these two brands. I take one day and one the other day. But the thing about multivitamins is that once you've taken over your 100% recommended dosage, you're really just pissing out all the extra when you pee. But if you work out, if you weigh more, if you're more active, you'll use more than the daily recommended allowance for someone at a 2,000 calorie diet. For instance, I'm at a 3,000 calorie diet, so my recommended dosage is higher than this. The more you weigh, the more you can intake. Everything is about dosage. So if you weigh less, then you want to be careful about taking too much of this because it can really damage your kidneys. Alright, so then my vitamin D3, as I showed you guys earlier, and I go with Walgreens because it's cheap. And this is generally a cheap supplement anyway. But like I said, supplements are unregulated, so it's hard to know what's actually in them, unless they're medicine, and then it actually is what it is. In the US, there are laws about advertisement that what's on the packaging has to actually be in the product. So if a company doesn't actually have what's in there, they can be sued. And if a lawsuit happens, and it turns out that when they have the testing done that they did not have what was listed on the label, then you will see the product recalled. This has happened to several companies, and that's just what happens. Also, if the claims on the label are too medical or too outrageous, eventually a lawsuit will happen, which will also get the supplement pulled from the shelves. So I just wanted to make a little bit more clarification on what supplements are, what supplements I take. These are more traditional supplements. These aren't really weightlifter or exercise people supplements. Athletic supplements, I guess. These are more traditional for health. But I do take supplements. Like I said, I don't need this one because I found almond milk, almond milk and Greek non-fat yogurt. And you got to be careful with the Greek non-fat yogurt because it will say Greek non-fat yogurt, but it'll actually be sugar. And sugar are carbs, and if you're watching your carbs, well, you know how that goes. So be careful with that. Make sure that the listing on there is actual milk. If it doesn't say milk, then it's not yogurt. It's something else. Or if you're going with silk, make sure it says soy. Or whatever it is on their package. This one I quit taking because the risk to my kidneys and liver and all the good stuff was too high. You might notice we're at a different angle. That's because I just remembered that I had another point that I wanted to make, which is vitamins don't give you energy. Protein doesn't make you stronger. Caffeine probably doesn't make you faster. Caffeine's a stimulant. That doesn't give you super speed. Vitamins are part of the material you need for processes in your body. Same thing with minerals, such as electrolytes. Those are things your body needs for regulation, but they do not give you energy in themselves. The only thing your body uses for energy is fat, protein, and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates include sugar and fiber, okay? Fat is going to include triglycerides, saturated fats, unsaturated fats, polysaturated fats. All of those are listed under fats. Proteins, it doesn't matter if it's plant protein, animal protein, it's just protein, okay? So don't be fooled by the advertisement. No protein powder is going to give you extra muscle. The amount of muscle you're going to get from protein powder is going to be the same amount of muscle you're going to get from a piece of chicken. There's not a difference there. It's how your body utilizes that and how much effort and exercise you put into it, okay? But supplements alone are not going to do anything. They're just supplements. They're supposed to supplement your normal nutrition. Eating a balanced, healthy diet probably does more for you than supplements do. Unless, of course, like I said in the previous video, like you have an allergy or you have a prescription or you have a deficiency or there's some medical reason you have to take a supplement, then yes, that supplement is doing something specific for you. But other than that, you're buying it because it's convenience. You're not buying it because it's going to magically give you muscles. These are not steroids, okay? They don't have magical powers. They're not going to give you super strength. They're not going to give you muscle. I now have a little itty bitty tiny bit of muscle. That took me a year and 2 months to get, okay? And it took a lot of time in the gym. That's what it takes to get muscle. I lost a lot of leg muscle and I'm having to regrow it from scratch. So that means that even though I'm starting to get some girth back in the legs, the strength just isn't there where it used to be. And the only way for me to get that back is to exercise. Now, with the amount that I'm exercising, can I take supplements to help me recover faster? They can help me get the material that my body needs to recover faster if I'm lacking any. But if I'm eating plenty of vegetables, if I'm eating plenty of proteins, plenty of meats, plenty of, for carbohydrates, plenty of, not plenty, but a little bit of fruit, and maybe a little tiny bit of bread, then I got all the material my body needs. I need vitamin D, I gotta go outside to get sunlight. There are natural sources, and you can go to any anatomy and physiology book and they will give you a list of the vitamins and the minerals, and they will tell you the source of those vitamins and minerals, and you can just get them from there, from the food that you eat. Now, if you have an allergy where you can't eat a certain food, then yeah, you're going to have to take it in a supplement form. Potassium, because I can't eat a banana or a sweet potato or even a potato without my blood glucose. shooting through the roof. So I have to take it in supplement form. The protein, I can't afford steak every day. And for you vegans out there and your vegetarians, you don't want to eat an animal byproduct. So yeah, a supplemental protein is the best way to go, because that's going to be a source of protein that is humane and animal friendly for those who care about that kind of thing. If you're a carnivore like me, then it doesn't really bother you. Just to be clear, way back in the day when I was like 18, 19, 20, I was a vegetarian. Then I was dating this girl who was a vegan. I went vegan for about 3 months. It broke me. I went right back to eating meat from there, okay? If I had never quit being a vegan, would I have gotten fat still? Well, actually, that's a topic for a different video. But there you go. So that's the thing with vitamins. Peace, love, like, subscribe.